What up, though? This Perrier Rosewood. We up here on the east side, right off Mac. I'm about to go in with bars reign supreme. Perrier Rosewood is just the guy who was like a spokesperson for the east side, and I just really want to come from a different perspective as far as, my viewpoint on the city, and how I view things. Just growing up on the east side, it was just hard to keep yourself out of trouble. So I use my music for an outlet. So I'm speaking from a different perspective, and the type of music I do is more of a neo soul on trap drums. So I think that most people, out here right now, they're not doing that type of sound. Everybody's really focused on, making the trap heavy. It's kind of the same repetitive shit that everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just flip it and add some soulful shit to it. Get your parents grooving with some shit. So that's really how I'm trying to, have my music going in a direction, and me and my producer Kari or whatever. So, let me see. How Do You Want It by Tupac? Like, that's really what I remember, like, being my first song that I used to sing all day. Like, mom used to have the tape, it was just a single. It was just a single, How Do You Want It, with Tupac and Jodeci on tape, and she used to have like a little white Escort. And we used to ride around singing that all the time. So after Pac came out, it was like, I knew I had a love for music then, but I still was focused on basketball. But that's probably the first song that really made me like love music. But the first album I have to say that really made me want to start doing it was probably the Marshall Mathers LP. When I heard that by him, I was 9 when I worked my first run. Like, I don't remember it, but I remember rapping it to a girl on the playground. And my homie, like, we kept seeing these girls walk past, and like, I had an older homie. He was like 16. He just like took me in as his little brother. And he was like, man, go read her a rap. I bet you'll get her if you rap to her. She probably like boys who rap and shit. So I'm like, man, I ain't doing that because I wasn't confident in it. So he just kind of forced me to go over there and do it and rap to her on the playground or whatever. I ended up getting her number too. And she thought I was older than I was, because I was always a little bit taller than all the kids. So I lied to her. I told her I was like 12. Ended up getting her number off the rapping. So after that, I was like, yeah, if it's gonna give me girls, I'm doing it. Period.
Eastside. Yeah. I ain't gotta make announcements. We gon' run it, not saw shit. Yeah. Sitting good like I hit a jug. Niggas never tripping up the small shit. You can get it, look at all this. I need a big chain like a hula hoopy. Breed the snipers like I'm Rob Snyder. Have them in the bushes like you can do it. Say you drop it, can't find your shit. GPS can't even find your bitch. DPS ain't never teach your kids. Living lavish, only way to live.
I like the fish. Yeah, I mean, like, I know that sounds crazy, but like, yeah, I fish. Like, I like to fish, and I draw and paint, here and there, but I don't really put none of that stuff out. Like, I was an art major in school for a couple years. Well, damn near through my whole high school. I had 2 majors, art and music tech. So, shit, I draw and paint. That's really what I like to do. Other than that, shit, man, I'm a big movie head. Like, that's my hobby. Like, I like movies, man, and I like to read a lot.
What's some of your favorite, like your top 3 movies that off the top of your head?
Scarface #1, for sure. That's Wolf of Wall Street, and Juice. Yeah. I mean, I feel like Detroit now, it's not really no unity in the city, not at all. Like, I don't feel like, just being honest, I feel like everybody want to put on the front like, oh yeah, we coming together, we doing this, that, and the third, but niggas not being unified. If that was the case, everybody would be doing more music together. We would be able to go and do shows and not feel like we need 100 niggas with us just to make sure we got backup. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's more attention on us now because everybody individually is doing a good job. But I feel like if we could come together more and work with each other from east to west, or just amongst different camps, we'd be able to get further. Like, the shit would pick up way faster because, to be honest, everybody taking our sound. Like, I feel like everything I listen to is just an offspring of Detroit music, to be honest. Like, even just the bass patterns that people using in their music now, that's all Detroit. The dances that they go on, everybody want to wear Cardis and they're not from here. That's all Detroit. So, I think going to South by Southwest was cool. That was my first time. Well, I did, this is my second year that just passed, going to South by Southwest. That was cool, and just being able to be on that stage in front of people from a whole different city, just from everywhere in the country, you know what I'm saying? Just down in Texas was cool as hell. Actually, when I first started doing music, going down the Street Lord Wine studio down in Capitol Park, when it was everybody was in there. Dusty, Key Wayne, Sean was in there recording. Earl. It was just seeing that era of music come up at such a young age was like a big thing for me because that helped me. A lot of the people in that building helped me, not even by just telling me shit. It was about just me watching them and seeing how shit was done and how everybody moved. And a lot of them took off and, you know, in a better place in their life right now. Like, you know, Key Wayne producing for Beyonce and Drake and everybody right now. So, you know, being around that caliber of people really was a big highlight for me because I didn't have no big homies when I started doing this shit. So that really was a big stamp for me for them to even have me around them. And just being like 16, 17, taking a bus up there after school, it was a big deal. So that was like one of the major highlights. And
from Detroit's west side.
One too many times, you mix that Henny with that wine, one too many times. You hit me up, I fall through, I hit that anytime. I did that one too many times. Ay, one too many times. You would tell me that you love me, that you know it's mine. You told me you would play a role if I'm playing mine. I heard that one too many times. Okay.
Shout out to all my niggas, bro. Rest in peace, my granddaddy. Then shout out to all the niggas that do dumb stuff.
Do hood rat stuff with their friends, too?
Huh?
Do hood rat shit with your friends?
For me?
Yeah.
Not really. I play football.
yeah, I know. What position you play, dog?
I play corner, and then I play running back and defense.
You was out there getting trucked today, dog?
Yeah, and the boy hit me.
Yeah, you got popped. You got popped.
The boy hit me. This nigga like made this numb and all is numb. And then, cause at first I hit him real hard, I was like, boom. And then that nigga just flew. I'm like, Then I got back up, like, yeah, nigga. Then we off in the fight, man. As soon as nigga we finna fight, nigga pushed me. I'm like, bro, chill, bro. And my whole team be like, what up, bro? We finna fight him with him. Then that's my man. She's like, what up? I'm like, what up? I was had to just beat my man down, bro. They was tripping, bro.
No, you can't be out there scrapping, dog.
I want to give a shout out to the niggas that's doing positive stuff and fuck all the niggas that's doing negative stuff. That's all I'm got to say.
Rose Gold really is just like it's like a little journey through my life for the past about 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's really just a storytelling the whole time. You know, whether it's just like, it's not like Slick Rick storytelling, but it's basically like perspective. You know, I dealt with a lot of issues as far as like, you know, my relationship I just got, you know, over about a year ago. That was like a big factor in it. And you know, just how I was dealing with that and having to deal with like depression. You know, like I dealt with depression a lot because I moved away from the east side for like a year, you know, just out there by myself. And, you know, I was going through a lot of shit, got to drinking a lot, and, you know, I was just having a lot of bad thoughts. So, you know, just coming from that perspective and, you know, being in that dark space and being able to come out of it and then understand why I was that way without, you know, just anybody's help, just me being a strong person. Just getting out of that space and just getting back on my shit and getting everything right and getting all my music back rolling. It's really that perspective. It's like, now you hit rock bottom at a point as far as your mental state, and you know you coming up out of it. So really, when you listen to me, it's kind of me figuring out my place and who I am as a person.
That's your release, the music.
Yeah,
it's your therapist.
There's my therapist. I'm like my own therapist. You know what I'm saying? Just me coming up out of my space and I'm coming up out of that dark space and just figuring out who I am as a man and where I'm meant to be, and you know. Savage Light say you shitting, I'ma tax the price. The bitch niggas, they are hermaphrodites with average ice. I'm laughing like shit is funny, but the tragic sight of having a nigga ducking in the bucket at the traffic light. You want a corner chasing duckets, but your traffic light. Wanna be threats get left like I ain't dapping right. And I'm still be the illest nigga afterlife. Fuck buying, get stumped online like it was Kappa night. I had a feeling they wanted to feel my adrenaline. Ratchets causing racket like they were serving at Wimbledon. Give them symbols at minimum. Verbal hemorrhage, I centered them. Lay your life in the box, I'm gonna come shoot up the cinema. And fuck your bitch, my dick'll give her an enema. Call from the drugs, but often she remember you. Talk like the pistol tossed after I finished you. All cause our shots came off when you was sending them. And I ain't stupid. I know they don't like me. When they see a nigga coming, they don't take that lightly. What do niggas say? It's all love. I just wanna fuck hoes and do drugs, nigga. Now what do niggas say? It's all love, like let's be friends. I'm your mans, now let's hug. But I ain't tryna dap hands with you in the club. I'd rather count a meal while getting my dick sucked. Nigga, I got problems, bills, my bitch won't chill. A broke down whip and I ain't seen no deal. So what we supposed to do when the drugs start to wear off? Turn that bitch back with some ripping fucking hair off. It's Rose, nigga.
Flex there, the chopper's loaded. And I got a whole stash of extendo clips. I'm tryna get a test drive for that Benzo whip. You get in the way, I'm going in your shit. You know we fell back, now we up though. Nigga, this a new sound and this fuck yo's. Where them niggas at now, I don't know so.